In our previous video we made a small weld joint. I'm now going to show you how to put this with your parts that we have meshed in our part attributes. Under setup part attributes, this is where we meshed our parts, and we will now show how these get added with the weld joint. Under the general sheet metal option, you'll notice another flag here called a pre-mesh flag. A pre-mesh is the weld joint that we have made. Any of these meshes that are going to be used in our meshing of the parts, we call them a pre-mesh. And we turn the flag on by making a 1 here. If the flag is off, it's a 0. So we have two flags here, pre-mesh flag and pre-mesh from Real STL's flag. We turn them both on. There's an explanation why there's two flags, but I'll leave that for now. That has to be on in order to mesh around. If the pre-mesh exists, if the weld joint exists, when we mesh our part, that area will be cut out, and I'll show you what that looks like now. If we say make, previously when we made, we had the full rectangle because the pre-mesh didn't exist, but now when we look at our part, we see there is a strip missing down the middle, and this is where that weld joint goes that we just made in the previous video. We also notice that the number of elements along this edge are regular spacing. They exactly match the weld joint that we made. This part is only 1 element thick here, but that's because of our parameters that we have here in this measure. You can say number of elements along thickness is 2 or 3 or whatever. Don't make them too large unless you're doing it for a specific reason. Let's turn this into 1 centimeter thick exactly. We'll say 3 elements thick. And let's see what that looks like. And there we have 3 elements thick. And we'll do the same with the top. We don't have to change any parameters, but because the pre-mesh flag was already on, it just didn't cut out before because the pre-mesh didn't exist. We'll make this 1 centimeter exactly like the other one. Make, view. And we don't see a whole lot of difference. It's hard to tell that the chunk has been cut off the end of this plate, but we can see that the elements are much more regular here. They are matching the weld joint. Now we will do our merge body again with these newly meshed parts. View body. And here's our body now. As you see, there's a gap. You can see the part that's been sliced off the blue, and parts have been sliced through the mid joint. This is where our weld joint is going to fit. Now if we go back to the meshing predefined, merge with CMAT, there's nothing at this time to be changed in the parameters. I'll just accept the default parameters. Make, visualize, and here we see our finished product for this simple test. Here we have our weld joint that we made inserted into our parts. It's not necessary here that the elements match, they're merged with CMAT, a C matrix, which takes care of how the data flows across this boundary. We were just lucky here that we made this it looks like it matches, but we automatically match along the edges, the long edges, but not necessarily through the thickness. So there is our little project. We have the bottom plate connected, and the top plate is going to be welded using this as our filler metal. In the next video, I'll show how to add fixities, or how to fix this so it doesn't move while it's being welded.